Learning is essential. It's something that we all need. But learning can also be complex. Sometimes we see words on a paper and we just don't get it. We look at it over and over again and our brains just go blank. But those same words on that paper, our teacher could say out loud and we automatically understand. Have you ever wondered why that is? Well, today I want to talk to you about the three main styles of learning. Learning and knowing these three styles can help us become the best learners that we can be and also help our future generations become successful learners as well. In the 1920s, psychologists came together and created a model to see and understand the different ways we tend to learn as individuals. They came up with three main styles that were all categorized into. They named them visual, auditory, and kinesthetic learning styles. This became known as the VAC system. The VAC model system is now widely popular. You can find it on the internet, in textbooks, and sometimes even in schools. The VAC model is a questionnaire made up of 20 questions, asking about your everyday preferences and scored on your strengths and your weaknesses. Now, many of us have one or more preferences in these three learning styles, but we're all categorized into just one that we prefer the most. Now, I know you may not be familiar with this, but once I introduce and talk to you about all three, I'm sure you're going to find yourself understanding that you too fall into one of these categories. The first style of learning I want to talk to you about is the visual learning style. 65% of us favor this style. It's the most widely used in schools. Visual means seeing. So people in this preference like to look at words or pictures on graphs, maps, charts, diagrams. They tend to learn more by studying alone, reading out of textbooks and study guides. The strengths that they possess are great organizational skills. They instinctively follow directions, and they can easily visualize objects. From an instructional video from Films Media Group titled Adult Learning 2 states that the people in this visual learning style can actually see what's on their paper and then visualize it in their minds. Recalling all of this information is great for them to be able to see and then reiterate it from their brain. Now don't worry if this doesn't sound like you, because the second style is auditory learning style, and it's completely different. When I say auditory, it sounds like audio. Well, auditory learning style means hearing. The people in this preference are keen on associating sounds with memories. According to the same video from Films Media Group, there's only about 20% of us in the world that actually have the ability to learn this way. People in the auditory learning style learn best by hearing everything vocally. They're great at participating in class. They're the ones that record the class lectures, and they're great at studying with groups or partners. The people in this style actually can hear the different sounds, tones, and rhythms from somebody speaking, and it helps them retain the information given. These are the kids in class or the adults that are great at storytelling, acting things out, great at oral exams, group discussions, and they also can solve difficult problems easily. Now, if these first two styles don't sound anything like you, don't worry. You probably fall into the third category of the learning style, kinesthetic. Now, if you're like me, you had no idea what kinesthetic means. But once defined, it makes perfect sense. Kinesthetic means being aware of the movements and positions that our bodies are making. So a kinesthetic learning style, they're hands-on. They have to do everything while they move. An article by Kelly Rowell called Understanding the VAC Learning System states that these people have to physically be walking, moving, bouncing their feet when they retain their information. They're great at doing experiments, again, acting things out. They like moving while studying. They're also the kids in class that doodle on paper when a lecture is being given. They're high energy. They like to study in short bursts. They're great at hand-eye coordination. They're great at sports. They can multitask easily, and they love doing hands-on experiments. Now, all of these styles are completely different, but they all help us find our strength and our preferences and the best way to learn. So whether you're reading, hearing, or doing something hands-on, we all have a certain style of doing things. And finding ours can lessen our stress, help us understand more, and become the most successful learners we can be. I hope that the information that I give you can not only help you individually, but also help our future generation to find the different types of learning that they can use so they can become more efficient, make fun learning, having fun learning again, and understanding more information so that our future generation can become the most successful students and become our great leaders of tomorrow. Thank you.